Welcome back to the second episode of the Masinissa Numidian campaign, Ancient Empires mod starting in 202 BC. Now currently this is turn 15, it's 199 BC, so I skipped ahead a few turns. What we did last time, we destroyed the Masinissa host, so we destroyed that faction so as to historically recreate the Syphax and his aunt and Numidia's takeover by Masinissa, so that all happened. However, what did not happen is the clash between Scipio Africanus, who is now starting to lose men, which is great. He's been sitting in my province for a long time now, since the beginning of the game. So look at his army's integrity. It's almost non-existent. His supplies run out. He's got 15 replenishment rate, 6 integrity, 25 campaign map, -6 morale. So units are tired, started to take attrition, so they have never clashed with Hannibal as they were supposed to at the beginning of the game. I'm not sure why. And Hannibal is sitting here now. He marched through my land all the way to his town here, to Tipasa. They have never lost, Carthage has never lost any territory in North Africa, so they still hold all of that, even though they were supposed to have lost it all. So something went wrong, I'm not sure with the script. So Hannibal now has 7 units, he's sitting here. And diplomatically speaking, let's have a look. So we have no enemies in Africa. I mean, we have some distant enemies of Rome because we're their client states, overseas enemies in Spain, in all over the place in Europe. And Rome is, where is the Romans? Yes, the Rome is not at war with Carthage either. So I need, obviously, to gain land, to take it from Carthage here. But what we're going to do probably is try and raid their provinces to provoke them. We shall see if we can make that happen. Strength ranking, we are 23rd and they are 4th. They are massive faction, they're quite powerful. Yes, here they are, balance of power. They would not deal with us. They would not give us a princess. They would not, you know. So if I want to marry this Massiva, one of my statesmen, let's see. Oh, it's moderate actually, let's see. Oh wow, they have accepted that. Well, great. What about trade? And they have accepted trade as well, haha, amazing. So anyway, I'm going to be skipping ahead again. What I'm going to do though, even though I'm trading with them and all that nice stuff, I'm going to try and raid them into by doing so, provoking them into the war. Now, before we do that, let me just recap quickly what else happened. So Gala or Gaia, he obviously died, as he was supposed to have been dead by the beginning of the game anyway. So he finally died. We had problem with the loyalty of this gentleman now here. He is, I promoted him to royal steward, which gives him 1 personal loyalty. He's still not very loyal, and he is the governor here in our province. I'm not sure what else I can do actually to, you know, to promote that, because Masinissa has been sitting in the capital not doing much, and he doesn't have much influence anymore. This gentleman has much more influence, so I don't know what else to do with him, how to secure his loyalty, to be honest with you. Maybe I will try and use the queen, attempt to improve character's loyalty to the nation. Right, let's try and do that, okay? So this is what happened. We also have this gentleman here that I might want to actually promote to can we promote him perhaps? He's not a general, he's a statesman, right? Let's have a quick look at him actually. So militarily, he's got campaign map, movement range, penalties, character, and popular. But he's good governor. We don't need more governors now, but why not? Let's promote him to the spy master if I can. Can I do that? Yes, there you go. Okay, so we are losing control with the nobles. However, overall our power is respectable, so we gain powerful figurehead, 2 state culture, faction wide, central authority -3, administrative cost, that's good. And we're quite popular now, current support 85%, so that's all good. So what else I did in the meantime? I built the capital, royal capital. I'm building it into level 3 now. We are building, I think this is the last, no, not the last, the 4th level of the Numidian village, so that will give us food boosts. Here I was searching long and hard for something that would improve sanitation, couldn't find anything apart from this chain of temples, Shrine of Tanit. So hopefully that will give us a bit of sanitation, though as you can see it comes with a massive cost to native discontent and to maintenance as well. But there is nothing else otherwise. I don't know what's going on here. Nothing, no wells can be constructed unfortunately. So that's that. And we're also researching designated pastures, which will give us food, income from animal husbandry, recruitment costs for cavalry reduction, all this nice business. So because we try to turn Numidia into settled, more or less centralized faction. So I'm going to skip ahead a few turns. I'm going to send Masinissa to the Carthaginian territory. I'm going to now be poking at them, trying to provoke them. We also unlocked this unit of archers. Nothing else now. I cannot recruit anything else. I have some mercenaries here. We're not going to do that yet because, like I said, Carthage is not at war with us yet. But it's time we start to provoke them a little. We have a nice solid garrison here, so I'm not too worried, as you can see, if we are attacked, because obviously Ancient Empires, one of the beauties of the mod in my opinion is the introduction of walled settlements. So every settlement you see on the map will have a wall, because all you have here is essentially the most influential, the biggest settlement represented on the map. You know, you don't really have any small towns because the settlements are so few on the map. So it's only fair and only reasonable to have them all as walled cities, as opposed to some sort of undefended nonsense of a village that they had in Rome and I think in Tila as well. So we don't have that here. They're all walled, they're all solid, which is great, as they should be. Alright, so we're going to see if I can change the stance to ambush and no, okay, so let's just go for ambush now. And right, let's do that. And then next turn I'm going to move him here, start raiding, because I want to provoke Carthage into war. Okay, so let's move ahead. It's 199 BC now and it's autumn, so the guys from Ancient Empire also introduced 4 turns per year, which is great, I think. And this is the seasons that we have. And yeah, let's skip ahead a few more turns, see what happens here, if we can provoke Carthage into war with us, and hopefully Rome will not object to that. Alright, so we managed to secure loyalty for our governor, which is now up to 6, which is great. Masinissa has no influence still. The queen's doing okay, but she lost all the influence as well. This gentleman has been promoted finally. We had to do a bit of bribing to do that. This is our spy, and we completed Numidian village here. And the last level we're going to go for Numidian town now, which is great, and it unlocks a unit of melee cavalry. So let's do that. We have plenty of money. Train gain planner. Trade gain, so he's got construction and building cost time reduction, which is great. Designated pastures have been researched, and we're going to go ahead and research the last thing on that list here, which is, oh, what's that? Okay, we'll move on to this next because I want to unlock this first stage first. Annual tribal gathering. Okay, 5% tax rate and public order reform from reforms. Fantastic. Okay, so great. So far so good. So now let's move Masinissa here. Hannibal had disappeared from the view. I'm not sure where he's gone. I'm not sure. Oh, here he is. Oh well, okay, good on him, right? What's he up to? I don't know. Is Carthage at war with anyone? Let's check. Yes, they are. Ah, okay, so they are marching. Carthago. What? Ah, no, sorry. Carthage is at war with Ptolemies here, and also with this African faction we have. Garamantia, which is around here. And I'm not sure what he's doing here, to be honest with you. This region is controlled by... Oh, it's desolate. There's nothing there. Okay, maybe they're trying to colonize it. In the meantime, what I'm going to do is... raid them. Raid. Okay, minus 25 campaign. -20 upkeep, food consumed from local regions. Right, let's annoy them. And Scipio is still in the field. He is starved and, you know, tired army, and yeah, they are losing men, they're leaking men as well. Okay, so it's winter now to 199. Let's move ahead. Okay, so we have Imperium reached the next level. We are now not worthy, and, you know, it gives us a bit more armies, fleets and governors, spies and all the rest of it, which I'm not sure about. I don't know how to actually recruit them. I don't think you can. Historical events, we're now 197. And is anything happening here that we can relate to? Hispania divided by the Romans, Asia Minor, Attalus. No, we're not going to do much here in Africa. So our agent here is exposed for some reason. Carthage, and okay, they negotiated peace. This is not good, not good at all with the Ptolemies here, because I was hoping to use that to my advantage. We expanded our capital. It is now Numidian royal capital, and it's a Numidian town, so that's a maximum level reached there. Skimming, one of our characters. Annual tribute, we have managed to research that, that's great. And we have Carthaginian agent here. So what happens here? We are trying to provoke them, the Carthaginians, into confrontation unsuccessfully. I've been raiding their lands for ages, recruited some mercenaries here. I was hoping for the, you know, clash with Carthage. So I think what I'm going to do now, let's just sort this secondary issues out first. Plus squalor, this is what, permanent settlement, that's what we want, don't we? But we don't want the squalor, we're already struggling with that. Written law, okay, I think that could be useful for us. And this is what we want, standing with African factions, starting with Berber factions. Okay, let's just do this first, and we can get the discount here. Yeah, let's go Saharan trade contacts first. Let's research this for now. I haven't even touched the military yet at all. At some point I think I would need to do it, but not yet. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to now attack Carthage myself, and let's see how that goes. Oh, it turns out I cannot attack anyone because I'm Roman client.
On behalf of our people, welcome.
Okay, we cannot attack Carthage or anyone else because we're a Roman client. I think what we need to do is break this status by declining one of the Rome's wars, because they attacked quite frequently by other factions on their periphery here. So they're losing ground in Spain now, it seems. Yes, so what we're going to do is, in one of those wars, we're going to decline to join and break our status as a client, so that will give us freedom to declare war on Carthage and all the rest of it, hopefully without provoking Rome into war. So let's see if we can move on to that path. We're still raiding here. Carthage has an army with Hannibal himself, but does not attack us, unfortunately. Let's see, let's skip ahead a few more turns, see how that works.
We shall put aside swords and draw the bow. The arrow will strike where it will, and widows will weep.
Okay, so we've been attacked by this faction here, Mori. We have all these allies, so we're going to call them to come and assist us. This faction is a defensive ally of Carthage, so we'll see how that's going to pan out. They're also at war with this Garamentia here, so we'll see how that's going to go. Okay, so Rome has joined our war. Fantastic. So the Roman army, finally Scipio has left our province. He marched somewhat, here he is, okay, with his no integrity at all. He's got no supplies, he's losing men, but he hasn't lost men in a long time now, it seems. So we are at war with this new faction now. Where are you? This one. Oh wow, they all the way here. Oh well, okay. Is that their territory? Oh yes, so perhaps I'm going to march down here and I'm gonna leave Carthage alone for the time being, and let's see how that works. Let's see if we can expand our influence. We're going to stop with the raiding here. maybe Romans will actually help us a little bit in this war. Let's see. So yes, we're going to finish with the raiding here. Alright, and let's move towards this settlement here. And they've just colonized it, it seems. Yes. What do they have there? Okay, they don't have much. Abandoned settlement. Have they colonized it? Yeah, it would seem so. What is that? Elephant at war. Strength settlement 0. They don't have any garrison there. Okay, easy picking it seems, but we take an attrition now. Oh wow. Okay, and here we've been building. Okay, and we can finally start expanding our settlement a little bit more. We started to lose money here, unfortunately. Let's see what we can build here. Barracks, we don't need that. Governor's palace, public games. Everything adds to the squalor or something. We tried desperately to forestall, but we can't do much about it, seems. And there is no cure for it either. Okay, let's build here grain pits. I think it's the one of the only ones that does not actually have that much of a, you know, penalty. Squalor is not a penalty. With everything else, virtually everything else, you get squalor as a result. So grain pits, and then it's quite cheap to maintain as well. It will give us food consumption, but it will give us also growth and income. Okay, let's do that. I don't see anything else. No wells, nothing, unfortunately. There you go. Okay, we're losing money, immense amount every turn. Term of office expired. Historical events here. Seleucids, Roman Republic, Modena, goals and etc. There's some problems there with the Romans. We have encountered a faction over here all the way in northern Italy. We're not really interested in that. Okay, peace negotiated. And we managed to advance. I'm trying to get to this point because that will allow me to unlock this religious settlement, which gives a little bit of sanitation boost. So let's go for that. And in here, what can we do here? We can't build anything. We're going to attack. And let's see. Let's occupy. Loot and occupy. Raise. Sack. Right, let's loot and occupy the place. Right, there you go. So now we've gained one more settlement. We're going to repair it. Yeah, there you go. Repair cost. And we shall see how that goes. And we back into positive income, which is great. And this is their army. The enemy army wanders around. Let's just send our agent somewhere here so that he can potentially watch, observe the... Yes, so here we are. So they have one more province or two more provinces here, it seems. So we're going to, I think, deal with them first before we move on to Carthage. So thanks a lot for watching. There was no battle for this episode, unfortunately, but hopefully there will be one. In the next one, we're going to try and demolish Mori and then turn our attention to raiding and, you know, attacking Carthage. Thanks again. See you in the next episode.